Welcome to our OSHA Focal Point series. I'm Dr. John Mulroy, Director of the Pennsylvania OSHA Consultation Program, housed in the world-renowned Safety Sciences Department here at Indiana University of Pennsylvania. These videos were created with the essential, need-to-know OSHA compliance information to supplement your safety and health training. Addressing OSHA's most frequently cited standards, like lockout-tagout, fall protection, hazard communication, and machine guarding, these videos can help your organization anticipate, identify, evaluate, and control workplace safety and health hazards. We hope these critical OSHA focal points assist you in preventing future injuries and illnesses. If you still have questions or you need no-cost OSHA compliance assistance, we're here to help. All you need to do is reach out to us at IUP using the link below and request this no-cost OSHA compliance assistance service. It's that easy. Thank you for choosing the Focal Points video series. Be sure to hit the subscribe button to be the first to know when new safety and health content is added to this channel. Have a safe day, everyone. Today's topic is occupational noise. The purpose of today's topic is to provide you with the essential need-to-know information about the hazards associated with noise. During this short presentation, we will briefly discuss the following topics, which include: what's the difference between sound and noise? What is hearing loss? What is a standard threshold shift? And how can you protect against the hazards of occupational noise? Sound versus noise. So sound is a pressure change detectable by the human ear, and the pitch ranges are between 20 Hz and 20,000 Hz. The volume ranges between 0 and 140 decibels. However, noise is a type of sound, but noise carries no information, noise is random, and noise is generally described as undesirable or an unwanted sound. What are the types of hearing loss? Hearing loss can include a middle ear hearing loss resulting from the lack of conduction. This can result from impacted wax or a broken eardrum. Inner ear hearing loss results from the lack of neural connections. This is naturally due to aging, long-term or chronic exposures to loud noises, or as a result of a disease. Noise-induced hearing loss is permanent, and this is a sensory neural condition. Noise-induced hearing loss cannot be treated, and it cannot be corrected medically. Initially, noise-induced hearing loss affects the higher frequencies, but progresses to the lower speaking frequencies. There are three types of threshold shifts. There's a temporary threshold shift, where hearing returns to normal following the noise exposure. There's a permanent threshold shift, which is a repeated noise exposure, and there is no return to normal hearing. And a standard threshold shift, which is a 10 or greater decibel average loss in the 2, 3, or 4,000 Hz ranges in either ear. Non-auditory effects of noise can include effects on the cardiovascular system, effects on the central nervous system. Occupational noise interferes with speech and concentration, can cause annoyance, additional stress and fatigue. It can reduce work efficiency and may lower morale and mask warning sounds. How do we measure noise? We can measure noise using a sound level meter, which is a basic instrument that measures sound pressure variations in air. We may use a noise dosimeter, which combines a sound pressure reading and time to measure employee exposures. Or we may use an octave band analyzer, which is a diagnostic tool to help find the appropriate engineering controls to reduce noise levels. What is the noise action limit? The action limit for noise is 85 decibels, measured on the slow scale for an 8-hour time-weighted average. It is determined without regard to any hearing protector or attenuation. If noise levels exceed this 85 dBA, a hearing conservation program is required and hearing protection devices must be available to the workers. No employees may be exposed above the permissible exposure level, and that level is 90 dBA over an 8-hour time-weighted average. If noise exposures exceed that 90 dBA limit, feasible engineering and/or administrative controls are required. Hearing protection is required to protect employees to the 90 dBA requirement. If noise levels exceed the action limit, then representative sampling must be performed. That sampling needs to be performed for each job classifications and across all shifts. We repeat that monitoring when additional employees are exposed or we find that hearing protectors are inadequate. When occupational noise levels exceed the 85 dBA action limit, we need to notify our workers. When occupational noise levels exceed 85 dBA action limit, employees in a hearing conservation program will receive an annual audiometric test. If a standard threshold shift is found during the audiometric testing, employees need to be notified in writing within 21 days of that test. An employer will retest you within 30 days to verify that an STS exists. If a standard threshold shift is work-related, an employee is fitted with hearing protection and receives training. If an employee already has been trained, additional training may be provided. If additional standard threshold shifts are detected, the employee may be referred to a specialist if necessary. Hearing protectors are required for any employees who are exposed above 90 decibels or exposed at or above 85 decibels who have a standard threshold shift. Hearing protectors are provided to employees at no cost. Employees need to be able to select from a variety of types and brands and ensure that they're properly fitted. Employees need to make sure that hearing protectors are replaced as necessary. Lastly, the employer shall make available to affected employees in a hearing conservation program or their representatives a copy of the Occupational Noise Standard and post a copy of the standard in the workplace. To get more help with hearing conservation, go to OSHA.gov. Thank you.